Hello and welcome. In the background we have the Marina. All these wonderful boats and sailing craft here. Am I in Monaco? Am I in Saint-Tropez? No, I'm in Hartlepool. Let's explore everything about Hartlepool. Right, let's go. There are hundreds of boats. There's some speed boats, leisure boats, sailing boats, big boats, little boats. And there's also a lot of cafes and bars and entertainment areas here at the Marina. And we're going to have a look round the town to see why you should come to Hartlepool. Now, it's not just the boats that are heading out to sea on this beautiful springtime morning. Look at them going out through the Marina and heading out. But here we've got a little fella here I'd like to say hello to. Hello, Mr. Monkey. It's a wishing well. It says make a wish for the monkey. And we'll tell you more about the monkey later on, but the bell's going over here. Why is the bell going? Because they're heading out of the port onto the sea. Looks very peaceful out there. Bit of breeze. Gentle wind, you might say. And off they head onto the open seas. That's good to see. Pun totally intended. I just love the sight of the sun shining off the water. Such a beautiful thing to see. And so many boats here on this April Sunday morning. There's even a lifeboat there, the orange and blue one. Boats from all over the world. There's one now on the right from Denmark. Cool. A beautiful waterside here. There's a boat just heading out towards that section of the water over there. And this amazing old ship we're going to explore next, because I think there's a fair bit of history there. Let's go and explore. Behind me is the Museum of Hartlepool, and next to that is the National Museum of the Royal Navy, Hartlepool. So there's lots going on here where you can find out more about the past of Hartlepool, the fact it's a naval port, and the history of the Royal Navy here in Britain, all at Hartlepool. And here we have the HMS Trimcommely. It's a big old warship, isn't it, from back in the day. On this roundabout, another opportunity for Hartlepool to celebrate its maritime and naval history. I think this is an old anchor that looks like this acorn in the middle of the roundabout here. It's pretty amazing. If you know what it is, please leave your reply in the comments below, because I'd like to know what it is. Domino's seems to think it's a pizza, but it's definitely not a pizza. What is this item in the middle? Is it an anchor or is it a pizza? Behind me is the Raglan Kite Club. Now, near me, kite is what you put on when you're cold, or is that just a Yorkshire thing? I'm not sure. But here is where they throw hoops around at the Kite Club. And behind me is the Prestige Group Stadium, home of Hartlepool United. Let's have a quick look around the outside of this ground here. And there we can see the pitch here at Hartlepool United, playing in the National League. I do like looking around the outside of football grounds and how they decorate and attract people to their ground. Here's people playing football. This one's got 7 balls on the pitch. He's cheating. This here is Sir William Gray House, home of Hartlepool Community Hubs and the Local and Family History Centre. But that wasn't what took my eye. I saw the house over here across the road, but to the left hand side of it is a big old statue. Let's have a look at that. This statue is called Watchman for the Morning, also known as the Watcher. It's a 1989 piece of work by artist John Atkin. Where does the phrase Watchman for the Morning come from? Well, it actually comes from the Bible in Psalms 130. Watchman for the Morning. It is said that Atkin's work has a mechanomorphic quality, something natural which has mechanical features or qualities. Either way, here's the head, the Watcher at Sir William Gray House. Here, in this old church building, lives Hartlepool's Art Gallery. What a grand old building. Let's have a closer look. I do love a good old round window. I think you can thank Floella Benjamin and Play School for that. Let's go through the round window. Here it is as part of Hartlepool's Art Gallery. I'm liking this. It's good. It's a good old building, this. That's a tall old spire, that one. And it's a slightly different design. It's not just one great big square section all the way up. It's got an extra section on the side that goes up even higher on the main bit there. I'm liking the design of this building. Hartlepool's Art Gallery. In this square you've got the Hartlepool Workers' Memorial. Remember the dead, fight for the living. And there's some connections to different groups here. And in front of the art gallery is this statue of this bloke sat down here. It's William Gray, the first mayor of West Hartlepool, 1887 to 1888. This brick building in the square is the old art college, Cleveland College of Art and Design. And it sits nicely next to Sir William Gray, next to the college, a few bars and shops, and the art gallery here. As I'm walking through Hartlepool, I'm seeing lots of different types of buildings, lots of things to see, lots of places to go. There's lots of good things here in Hartlepool. Next to Hartlepool College of Further Education are all these flagpoles. I've counted 29 of them. I'm not too sure on the relevance of why there's 29 flagpoles outside here. They are an impressive sight, but none of them have any flags on. If you know why, let me know in the comments please, because I'm confused. Has your college got an aeroplane statue in the car park? Well, why not? Hartlepool has. And it's even a home for some birds living in it as well, which is nice. Hartlepool College and its aeroplane. You've got another community hub here, the central one here, in the start of the shopping area. It's a nice quiet area, plenty of trees down the side roads. Signpost to the indoor market and the shopping centre and tourist information. I do like it when I see a large clock on the side of a building, and it's my little reminder to you in this video, it's time to click subscribe to Rich Lord Travels. It's time to click like. It's time to add a comment down below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's go and find more things to see here in Hartlepool. Now as I walk down this road, in front of me I see the name of a bar called Three Brass Monkeys. Now, I've mentioned monkeys before in this video. I think we need to explore why Hartlepool has this fixation with monkeys. 3 brass monkeys. In front of me we've got Hartlepool Civic Centre. It's very much a similar design and style to many other civic centres around the country. Brick-based council buildings. But behind there, across the road, we've got the War Memorial. This War Memorial, 1914 to 1919 and 1939 to 1945, in grateful remembrance of the men of this town who at their country's call left all that was dear to them to hazard their lives that others might live in freedom. Their name liveth forevermore. Hartlepool War Memorial. And in this little square area where you've got the War Memorial, you've got Middleton Grange Shopping Centre behind and a few stores. But we're going to head back towards the waterside and explore a bit further there. This amazing looking building dates back to 1899. It's the Grand Hotel here in Hartlepool. Not the Grand Budapest Hotel, the Grand Hartlepool Hotel. It's even got an Indian restaurant, Mumbai restaurant underneath it as well. What a great looking building. 126 years old. Great stuff. I'm liking this old Wesleyan chapel from 1872 here. It's being repurposed at the moment and soon it's going to become a boutique venue with 36 bedrooms, a bar, a restaurant and commercial units. They're creating a new heart for Hartlepool. The old Wesleyan chapel, 150 years old. Awesome. Look at them columns. Grand buildings back then. Every main town has a Wetherspoons. This one here is called the Ward Jackson. Now, what is the Ward Jackson? It's named after Ralph Ward Jackson, who was the founder of West Hartlepool. He was also the first Member of Parliament for the Hartlepools. He was also the head of the West Hartlepool Harbour and Railway Company, and he invested a lot of money into collieries in County Durham. And now he's got a Wetherspoons named after him. Well done, Ralph. We may be further up the coast than Scarborough, but here is Scarborough Street. And across the road you've got Station Approach over there. And here is Station Approach. As we approach the station. Who knew that it wasn't just New York that has yellow taxis, but also Hartlepool as well. There's a connection I didn't think before today. Hartlepool and New York, here on Station Approach. It's not just blue plaques we love on this channel, it's also red ones. There's one here, let's have a look what it says. This is from the Transport Trust. The North Eastern Railway ran the world's first petrol-electric autocar, the pioneer of modern passenger trains at Hartlepool in 1904. Wow, that's a good thing to claim. Great stuff. But this station just hasn't got one plaque. It's got another one here. Spoilt for choice round here. Let's have a look at this one. West Hartlepool Station opened in 1880 and on the 16th of December 1914, one of 3 northeastern railway stations to suffer from World War I enemy naval bombardment. This here is the old docks office. I think it's businesses and apartments now. Here, next to the Marina, where we're going to walk back towards now. This little enclosed area here at Navigation Light. On the left hand side there's a couple of kayakers and this dude flying around on his jet ski. He's having some fun in the sunshine today. Some runners and cyclists going around the outside. He's having fun. He thinks he's James Bond. Hartlepool's own James Bond. Hehe. So from this little inset of water here. I want to take you up these steps and show you what's on the other side of the wall. Here at Hartlepool, this is the North Sea. You've got the wind farm out there. You've got the beautiful sunshine shining on the water. You've got the water crashing up against the rocks. What a beautiful day. You've got a factory and the works down there in the distance. The wind farm doing its business, creating energy for us. And there's boats in the distance. Let's go and take a closer look further round this walkway and see more of Hartlepool. Just listen to the gentle ripple of the waves here. There's something very therapeutic about coastal waters. And a jet ski flying along too. Hey, yin and yang. It's quite a view from here, isn't it? We'll explore that end of the headland shortly. But here's the view back to the marina over the waters. This is quite magnificent. This is not what I'd imagined Hartlepool to be like. I'm very, very pleasantly surprised. It's nice. But what is this? We have incoming. The boat coming in. Here comes the craft coming in. Into the gates. Through it comes. What's it called? It's called Oceanic. Take me away. There's a reference to a music song there. Here comes Oceanic into Hartlepool. Which way is it going? Is it turning? Where's it about to go? Into there. In goes Oceanic. I'm now at the headland side of Hartlepool and look at the sea behind. It's got a bit more lively, a bit more exciting than the Marina side. Let's have a closer look at the sea. Isn't it just amazing? Those waves coming in. How powerful and amazing and majestic the water is. It's just something uncomparable to anything else you can see. The beauty of a British coastline is so special. It's so amazing. You've got people walking their dogs. You've got the ships on the foreground. And you've got that pier over there, which we'll try and have a look at shortly as well. But just look at that water. Wow. Here we have the only World War I battlefield in Great Britain. The Artillery and Trench Exhibition. That's worth exploring, surely. I'm reliably informed that that word beginning with H is pronounced Yuff. Y-U-F-F. It's a local pronunciation and it means crevice because this bit sticks out into the sea area, and that's why it's called Yuff Battery Museum here. So let's have a look and see what we can see around here at Yuff. This tablet marks the place where the first shell from the leading German battle cruiser struck at 8:10 AM on the 16th of December 1914, and also records the place where, during the bombardment, the first soldier was killed on British soil by enemy action in the Great War, 1914 to 1918. Rest in peace. And you can see here on the grassy hillside some of the cannons and the fire capability of the artillery here as it looks out onto the sea. You can imagine ships on the coastline there, aiming in at Hartlepool. You've even got the lighthouse here as well. And here's a map of the area which details the movements of the German High Seas Fleet prior to the bombardment of the Hartlepools on Wednesday, 16th of December 1914. And that's where we are here. Lighthouse Battery, Yough Battery, Hartlepool Bay. The keen-eyed amongst you might say that that cannon doesn't look very British, and there's a reason for that, and there's a plaque here explaining the story. This is a trophy from Sebastopol. This cannon was captured from the Russian army at the Battle of Sebastopol during the Crimean War, 1854 to 56, and after a year's delay arrived at Hartlepool in September 1858. And here it is. What's this, Rich? This here is St Hilda's Church. It's the parish church of Hartlepool. It's recorded in the National Heritage List for England as a designated Grade 1 listed building. And it's one heck of a building, if you ask me. But let's see what someone else has to hear about it. Alex Clifton Taylor, one famous historian, included it in his list of best English parish churches and described it as a glory of early English architecture in its earliest and purest phase, and as an architectural gem. Wow, that's pretty cool. Let's have a look a bit closer to see whether he's right. I can't work out which is the best angle of this church. It's got so many good sides to it. I do like the expanded structures on the lower quarters of it, protecting the old tower above it. Now, from what I gather, the bells in there are so powerful, and the building itself in the tower so not so strong, that they're not allowed to ring the bells. They are unringable because the tower might not be able to cope with the sound and the power that comes from it. On such a sunny day, it's always nice to see a nice English church in the splendour, with the daffodils in the graveyard. And here you can see down the sun-drenched side of the church. What a lovely church here, St Hilda's in Hartlepool. So as I look at the nicely coloured houses on the front there, got the marinas and the docks and the port over there, got the lighthouse, got the works and the water. You've got the Mary Roundtree cafe and restaurant here, and in this little garden area we have a statue of Andy Capp, the cartoon character from the Daily Mirror, created by cartoonist Reg Smythe. Do you remember Andy Capp, working class man, and his wife Flo? Well, Reg Smythe was from Hartlepool. These sea walls are stylish, but here you can see through the gateway, down to the beach, down to the sea. That's pretty good. Rich, you've been talking about monkeys all day. When are you going to tell us the story? Well, here we are. We have a sign that tells us why monkeys are associated with Hartlepool. Let's read what it says. Monkey. There's a monkey on top. This is the Headland Story Trail. This is number 10, Fish Sands and the Monkey. The fishermen built cobbles on the beach and sold their catch on the fish sands until the modern fish quay was built in 1880. There's a little ditty here. Fish Annie sells fish. 3 halfpenny a dish. Don't buy it, don't buy it. It stinks when you fry it. And there's a picture of people on the beach there. Right, tell us more, Rich. That's why we're here. In 1853, Ned Conran, the Victorian balladeer, wrote and performed the popular song, The Fisherman Hung the Monkey O. The song is set during the Napoleonic Wars, where propaganda and nationalist fervour gripped the country, fuelled by the threat of the French invasion in 1805. At this time, the bedraggled monkey, complete with a red cap, was supposedly washed onto the fish sands. It was seized, questioned and tried by the townsfolk as a French spy. The story is now part of Hartlepool's cultural consciousness, and Hartlepoolians are known across the world as monkey hangers. There's different variations of the tale though. Some say that the monkey, dressed up in a Frenchman's outfit, was the lone alive survivor on a boat that washed up on the shore here. All the other people were dead, and that's why they decided that there was something wrong with this monkey. Not sure about that. There's the other story that he was dressed in a red cap and he'd escaped from a boat and he was somehow going to spy on Hartlepool. And there's other stories with different variations of it. But at the end of the day, there's a monkey here in some kind of different clothing that you'd expect a monkey. People locally hadn't expected a monkey wearing clothes to turn up here. And the next thing you know, he's being tried as a French spy. And Hartlepool has a reputation then of being known as the monkey hangers. Oh well, rest in peace, Mr. Monkey. Now you know. I'm now just a couple of miles away on the outskirts of Hartlepool here at Seaton Carew, one of the nicest beaches in the area, and it's a lovely, lovely sandy beach. Bit windy, but it is the East Coast after all. Seaton Carew is a much more family-friendly area of Hartlepool. They say it's very much open for entertainment for all ages here at Seaton Carew. The sand, the beach, there's more of a seaside resort than the actual old town of Hartlepool. And there's a lot more for everyone to do here. Amusements, there's food, there's takeaways, there's lemon top ice creams. There's all this going on here in Seaton Carew on the outskirts of Hartlepool. Even keen for ice creams and fish and chips along here as well. That just about wraps up my tour of Hartlepool and also Seaton Carew here. It's a lovely, lovely place here. You need to come along and come and visit Hartlepool, see all the history they've got going on there. Come to Seaton Carew and have a big ice cream as well. Definitely recommended. Right, see you soon. Bye bye for now.